Hey guys, it's Karen. I just got back from a walk, which let's talk about walks for a second, because I think that because of COVID you have to like separate from people that you walk by. I always feel like because you're like separating yourself, you feel the need to be extra friendly. Like if they're on the sidewalk and you start walking into the grass, you're more conscious of the fact that you're gonna make eye contact, smile, say hi than you would otherwise. I don't know, just what I think. I'm here today to do the 10 strange bookish facts, I think is what it's called. It was made by Britta. I'll leave a link to her video below. Start with 9 that are not really that weird. They're all kind of equally weird, but number 10 is super weird, so just wait. Okay, number 10, bookmarks. I have this little mug of bookmarks that I keep on my shelf, and if I'm reading a new book, I'm gonna use this one first, and then I like put it in back and I just kind of rotate through all my bookmarks so that each book has a new bookmark. And a lot of them also are from memories. I might have, I think I just used it for a book, so it's not in here, but if I have a ticket to go to a museum or something and I went to when I was traveling, I would use those. So it's not just bookmarks, but also kind of memories. Okay, number 9, hardcovers versus paperbacks. I prefer to read paperbacks, but I prefer to own hardcovers because they look so much nicer on the shelves. Like the parts of the shelf that are behind me that are hardcovers, I think look a lot nicer. Number 8, I separate my read and unread books. So everything you see behind me is read. If it's not read, I try and keep it mostly out of view because it kind of overwhelms me to have tons of unread books. Okay, fact number 7, I love writing in my books. My friend got me this little pouch when she went to a bookstore while she was traveling, and I kind of keep inside of it different reading things. So I have pens, which were also a gift from one of my friends for my birthday, little stickies to mark things, and yeah, so then I'm all ready with what I need. But I always write in my books, and I think it's even nice to go back and reread a book when you can see your notes from the last time you've read it. Number 6, I am horrible at reading in bed. I would prefer to stay on the couch or in my living room or outside on my deck, read till I'm tired, and go to bed. I just don't find reading in bed super comfortable. I don't know if I don't have the right pillows or the right headboard or what, but yeah. Number 5, I love it when people read aloud to me. If something is written, I would prefer to read it by myself, but if the writing is not in front of me and someone just wants to read to me, love it. I know there are some podcasts like LeVar Burton Reads, I believe it is, where you can listen to people read to you, or audiobooks, or things like that. I just love those. My mom read aloud to me until I was way too old, which I don't think you can be too old actually, but she seriously stopped reading aloud to me when I was like in high school, I think. So I just love being read aloud to. Number 4, I read a lot of books at the same time. I cannot just read one book, finish it, read another book. That's not me. Number 3, I read seasonally. So there are winter books and summer books, and you can't read a winter book in the summer. It just does not work. Number 2, we're getting weirder. I have so many books that I want to read, but the second someone tells me to read a book like for a class or something like that, I no longer want to read it. I'm grumpy that I have to read it when I could have like wanted to read it so badly in the past. Okay, number 1, we have arrived at the weirdest thing ever. I have never heard anyone else say this about themselves. So let's just start with a story though. So when I was in elementary school, in 5th grade, I started taking violin lessons. In 6th grade, I started taking clarinet. So I learned how to read the music. However, once I started playing clarinet, I knew the different notes, but once I played clarinet for longer and longer and longer, my brain actually forgot the note names and they just became fingerings on my clarinet. So if I look at a music, if I look at like the treble clef, whatever, I can think of the fingering on my clarinet, but I cannot tell you what note name it is unless I like, you know, count up from like middle C or do some weird thing. And so I think I do something similar with books, which is that the first couple times I read a new character's name, I can tell you their name, I know their name, okay? But then later in the book, I have forgotten their name because their name has been replaced with a picture of them in my brain. And so I can tell you like, oh, you know that one character started with a C, and I can tell you like all this information about them, but I cannot remember their name because I'm not aware of reading their name anymore. They just become a picture in my brain. I know that's so weird. I'm curious if anyone else does that. It makes it kind of difficult to do book discussions because I'm like, oh, you know that one guy? It's not very helpful. So anyway, those are 10 weird bookish facts about me. I'm curious what yours are, what you think of mine, and if you guys have anything else that is super weird that you do when you read. And I will see you guys later. Bye.